I am incredibly grateful to Field of Opportunities, and I'm really very proud that Field of Opportunities has won the 2024 Catalyst Award. It meant the world to us to have a group of grassroots residents of Evanston, because we believe that Ryan Field is going to be a real game changer for Evanston, for the community, for the university.
Field of Opportunities is the opportunity to bring various viewpoints from around Evanston focused on a goal. How can we work with Northwestern to bring value to the city of Evanston? In addition to ensuring that Evanston found value from this partnership and from the Ryan Field opportunity, we wanted to make sure that we put in the hard work so that the broader community really sensed the value of a yes.
Everyone just on our blocks has the best memories when the stadium's up and game days and it just added something.
If you'd ask my kids their favorite memories of their childhood, they would tell you it's football Saturdays.
Field of Opportunities provided a lot of help to us, but it also made Ryan Field a better project.
This wasn't Northwestern's first attempt at wanting to build a new stadium. Before 2020, before the pandemic, they had also floated that idea out. We saw businesses getting crushed. Restaurants were empty, stores were struggling, and here we have an opportunity to bring additional traffic to our community and to our businesses, which really are the lifeblood of this community.
What we were able to do by listening to Field of Opportunities is understand what the community wanted, what the community was concerned about, and make changes to the plan that would meet all of those needs, or as many of those needs and desires as possible.
The accessibility issue, this is going to be amazing relative to the old facility. The inside of it was problematic. I have a friend who's has MS, and for him to get to the seats was incredibly challenging. He really needed something that was a little bit more up to date.
I think some of the most important work we did was just to have a conversation with your neighbor and say, we can disagree. We can agree to disagree on this. I think as a group, we decided to approach the university. I was grateful that the university decided to engage with us on, let's not just go to no, like what do we need to do to get to a yes?
This probably won't be the last project the university will do in the city of Evanston. And so I think for the university, it's a better pathway when people are actually engaged on the community side.
One of the most important impacts, and Raj, you alluded to this earlier, is how can we have Evanston residents who have been silent supporters see themselves in us? And how can we bring a different platform to Evanston whereby people feel comfortable and engaging moving forward? And I know personally, I have a lot of friends who were very pleased to support once they had data and facts, and now they're more involved in the community. They're more attuned to what's going on more broadly.
Northwestern is only as great as Evanston is, right? We need Evanston to be a vibrant, growing, supportive community for us to be able to achieve our objectives.
There was a report, an Evanston Thrives report that came out, and it said, Northwestern is the economic driver of Evanston's economy, and that's true. So I can only think that you have a better experience with a new stadium. You have a better experience with you're gonna bring your kids to things on the plaza.
I think once people heard that, this is actually could be good for the community, you could, kids who go to the high school might get, learn how to be union carpenters and union electricians and iron workers. I think this is a benefit to our community.
Evanston is a better community with Northwestern University, and Northwestern University is a much more attractive university because of Evanston.
We see Ryan Field as being a community hub, as a place for the entire community to celebrate, to commemorate events, to come together. And this is going to be an asset for our entire community. And so we are really, really grateful to Field of Opportunities for building support for us to be able to build this, and in addition, for giving us information to make it better.